What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Ark Survival Evolved, where you and I are going to run up on a T-Rex and see what we can accomplish here. The T-Rex seems kind of big in this game. It seems really, really large. I thought the T-Rex was only... maybe not. He's pretty low to the ground. Never mind. I think from a longer ways away he looked bigger, but I think he's going to come at us. Hey, don't eat that Ankylosaurus. Not on my watch, pal. Not on my watch. Not for a second. You're about to get whooped on, Tyrannosaurus. Yep, you better bring your A-game, because you have no idea what's about to happen to you. Yep, take him down, lads. Take him down. This one actually seems a little bit stronger. There. Oh, he is. He was quite a bit stronger. Okay, so that's a bigger, nastier foe than we had ever faced before. Let me drag back all my characters to make sure that they don't drown or get stuck inside the body. And then I'll do my best to go out there and loot it in just a second, because sometimes there's some really, really nice stuff in here. Alright, that's not what I said to do, but you know. Okay, that's cool. Collect the loot from up on the T-Rex. It's alright. Whatever. Let's bring them all back before they all drown and run out of stamina. Dumb bastards. I don't know. They never listen to a thing that I say. Kids will be kids and all that. We should probably cross and go after... There's a Carnotaur right there. And I see a mountain. Well, I saw a mountain until the trees were in the way. But anyways, there's a mountain over there. And it looks like the ground gets higher off in that direction too. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I'm thinking the quickest way is we can either follow this down. So I'll do that for just a minute until we come into eye shot of a mountain. But I thought I saw one in the previous episode. If you weren't here for the previous episode, the mission that we're actively going after at the moment is we're trying to get ourselves up into the mountains so that we can find a cave. Yeah, it looks like there's a big mountain range right there. How's that look for an adventure? We got a scorpion coming at us. A wet-looking scorpion. That kind of like a shiny physique thing going on. Either way, I'm going to allow my dinos to have their way with them, as long as they do it within the prescribed boundaries that I've given them. They can't have their way with him, like, right this second and in any way that they want, but they can definitely, like, kill him, rough him up, you know, toss the body all over the place, use it as a volleyball, whatever makes them happy, as long as it doesn't affect me too much. Go down into the water real quick. We got a Spinosaur over there. I think that range off in the distance is the one that I'm going to go after. We'll take out everything along the way that we can, because obviously keeping the XP pumped into our dinosaurs is a very, very solid plan. The higher level they are, the better I feel about their long-term survival prospects, and at this point I have to admit that they have sentimental attachments along with them as well. Wow, the Scorpion Squad coming in here. The Scorpo Squad. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Yep, get rid of them, and now we got to watch out for the possibility that they will fall asleep. If they got stung too much, we have that as a problem, so let's just hang out here for a minute. We'll take a look at their torpor. His is getting higher. Unfortunately, I think we're probably going to lose. He's probably going to fall asleep. Why is he carrying around a bunch of wooden walls? Either way, it gives me an excuse to look after... Are we missing a raptor? I think we're missing a raptor. We got Cash, Smash... And where is Crash? Oh no. This one has an inventory. It doesn't have anything inside of it, but let me chop him up for his chitin real fast, because eventually I'm going to have to repair my gear. We need to go and find Crash. Hold on. The quest for Crash has begun. I have no idea where this dino's at either. He could be anywhere. And we're stuck again. Great. How magical. Well, let's go back across the river first. Huh, where's this dude at? Oh, that is just super weak. I didn't see any death notifications anywhere. What are you guys doing? He's chasing that thing halfway across the world. Yeah, all you guys come back. We're missing a friend right now, and so this has become the most pertinent concern that I have. The most pressing, especially since it's almost nighttime. So we cross the river over here. Ugh. That's a big problem. Damn, the dinosaur AI is dumb in this game. Alright, let me go look for them real fast. I hate how they get stuck on stuff. I hate how they get lost all the time. I really wish the developers would just implement the system from MMOs where they teleport. Seriously, that would be the greatest. That's what they need to do, is they need to make it so if your dinosaur gets a certain distance away, they just teleport to you, because I lose dinosaurs so frequently that it really has become a long-term concern for me. And so there was nothing for them to get stuck on this side of the river. So I'm figuring we must have lost him back in the jungle somewhere, which means it's going to take me a while to find him. Let me break it off right here. We'll see where I lost him at. If I can't find him, we're going to have to come up with a new plan. It looks like we got a T-Rex over here, too, taking out other stuck dinosaurs. So, I'll see y'all in a minute. Oh, my God. Well, I think I'm going to be forced to say never mind. I don't know. I ran around with my dinosaurs for probably a good 45 minutes looking for him. I have no idea where that raptor's at. The stuck problem with this game is definitely one that pervades and kind of just like, I don't know. It's one of my main frustrations with the game. Of all my frustrations, it's probably actually the one that I hate the most, is how stuck and how just like randomly you lose dinosaurs. I've spent hours and hours and hours, actually just during the course of this playthrough, just looking for my dinosaurs that got stuck on something while I was traveling, and there's no way for you to know. So we have a call to make. I can either go back and continue to search for them, but by my estimate, he ain't here. And so that means that he's got to be all the way back in the jungle where we crossed over or something, maybe. Maybe we'll just get him on the way back. I don't think we have a whole lot of choice right there. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into my map, and I'm going to leave myself a note to remember that when we cross back over the isthmus to get back home, maybe it would be wise. Thank you for lightening the mood with your flatulence. I appreciate it. Maybe it would be wise for us to go back and look for him in that little region down and in, like, I guess it would be, I don't know, like 55, 75 in there somewhere. But we lost a dino, and unfortunately he's not around here, and I feel like I've wasted enough time to where I can consider him lost, and we're not going to get him back unless I make a concerted effort to go find him. So let's head off down the beach. We got a Spinosaur on our right. I'm a little bit worried about his continued existence. Not going to play around with the prospects of him being here. Instead, we got attacked by a raptor. Hold on. Okay, so we got him right there. Oh, we got another one right there, too. Don't go near that thing. Stay away from it. Oh, my God. You guys are running down in there, almost getting us killed. Couple of raptors trying to cause problems and make chaos right when we're trying to get back into the episode. A little bit unfortunate, but it can't be helped. Sometimes they get stuck on low branches on trees. Sometimes they get stuck on all kinds of random stuff, and it's impossible to tell, you know, how to get them out. Sometimes we need to back up, like, right this second. That raptor, of course, I'm going to get stuck right now. Well, I hope you guys kill it before we get too close to that brontosaurus, because their hitbox is enormous. And if you don't, we'll be fighting ourselves a big old pack of brontos, which is never fun. Yeah, there's a couple of things that I would have done differently when it came to the dinos being returned to you. I would say that they just teleport. That's pretty much it. Pets and MMOs teleport once they get too far behind you, and I'd like to see that exact same system in here. We got a couple of parachutes right there. I'm just going to take the trank arrows. I don't really want the parachutes. They're too heavy, and I don't think I'm going to have any use for them anyways. Let's jump back in here. I love that green glow that it puts all over everything, though. I wish that house lighting could be done in whatever color you wanted, but then nobody would want to come over to your house, like visitors and people like that. Come over to your house and be like, the green color of your lighting hurts my eyes. And I'd be like, well, I like it, though. But I like having company as well, so I feel like I should probably just acquiesce and give it on up. Let's get him all stung up. We got another raptor coming in from left field or right field or whatever that is positionally. Now that he's wiped out, we're going to continue. Oh, we got a T-Rex over there, too, and we're down one raptor. That explains why it took him so long to kill off. You know what? That explains it. Yep, that explains it. So Cash Nasty, Crash Nasty, Smash Nasty, and who's missing? Somebody's missing here. Crash, Smash, and Cash. Who are we missing? I know we're missing somebody. I'm going to go ahead and level him up. Oh my God, you have so much random loot in your inventory. That's the other thing you got to worry about, is if they loot too many T-Rexes or whatever, they can end up with just like way too much stuff in their inventory and it weighs them down. I'll probably just go more health on you. That's all that there really is to go after right now. You guys looking good? How are you doing? Okay, so he's looking fantastic. Let's jump back on. I know there's a T-Rex over here somewhere, so we'll probably want to watch out for him. I'm hoping that he's actually occupied with something else before we go too much further. It looks like he is eating over there, so let's cross the river just to give ourselves a little bit more width to play around with. We've got to use simple toys because it's simpler times. You know, just like a stick worked for me when I was a kid. I could pick up a stick and use my imagination to have fun all day long. A couple of things out in the water right there. We got a Carnotaur off on that side. We got a waterfall, which is pretty badass. I think we're actually right up next to... Ooh, we got another Spinosaurus off it to our left, too. So let's cross the river very, very quickly. If you hear any kids screaming in the background right now, I swear it's not the kids in my basement. I keep them quiet. I actually feed them a lot of narcotics. They're knocked out. It's fine. You don't have to worry about them. Little kids in the pool right outside my window. Just hooping and hollering and having a good time. The sounds of summer being here. Carnotaur, you don't want to make this decision. You don't want to make that decision. That was a bad one for you. Long-term life decisions, making you have a short-term duration. Get ourselves some freebie meat right here so that our scorpion can feed himself on up. Lovely. And I think... Well, there should be metal nodes over there, but the mountain that I want is this one over here. I have very specific needs when it comes to the mountain range that we've been looking for throughout the course of this playthrough. And so I'm thinking, oh my god, there's a Spinosaur coming out of the forest right there. He just knocked over a tree to get at whatever was over there. Which means I would assume he will probably do the same thing to get at us. Let's get as deep into the forest as we can for right now. Okay, so I think we're safe. Let's go through some of these vines and brushwork. And I'm having trouble really scouting things out, so this seems to be one of those occasions where maybe I come around a corner and there's like 150 things all trying to kill me right here. They're running from that direction, so I think we're still good. I see Cash, Smash, and Crash all with us. And I think that if I go up and through here, we might be able to find a pass to get up onto this mountain. Now, anytime you get near a mountain range, you got to watch out for mammoths and saber-tooths and all that other stuff, because as you get further out, it looks like it's actually hot outside right now, so we may not need to worry about it. But anytime you get into a colder mountainous climate, you tend to end up with a lot of nasty beasts running around. Please don't get stuck in those trees. I'm going to look just to make sure. See, the stuff that I think they're going to get stuck in, they never get stuck in. And then the stuff that I don't think about, they always get stuck in. Stuck inside of a tree or whatever else. I believe that I'm going to stand up on this hill and we're going to scout for just a minute. Sting him a couple times till he falls down, and hopefully they can't do enough cumulative damage to take out our friends. Our friends only go out with us. We're selfish like that. If you go out with anybody else, I'm going to say that you're cheating on our friendship. I'm going to send you away from me, just like I did with, I don't know, whoever stuck out in the jungle. Weave around here, and I'm going to stand on top of this, and we're just going to get a good look around for everything that might be in the area. Just my luck. This will be a shallow... So that is the big blue thing over there. Looks like we have some kind of impact mark right there, like some kind of small meteorite or something. I don't know. It looks like an impact mark to me. I don't see caves around anywhere, but then again, since it's nightfall, it's going to be hard to tell. Got a big mountain off and over that way, but which big mountain is that? It's actually cornered up. And so if that's the big mountain that we're looking at right there, that means that we're facing basically north if we look like right there. If we go southwards, we might be able to find something better. However, we're going to have to do it the long way by going around this peak. Sorry about all the hiking episodes, everybody. I realize that some people aren't going to like this, but I enjoy exploring in this game, and eventually we're going to have to clear out the map anyways, just so we have a faint idea, I guess, of where we're going at any given moment. Got a stegosaur down and in here. I think they should be able to get off that bump right there without any problems. Yeah, they already came off all on their own. So I'm going to try and move away from the direction of the mountain that we have over there, and I might actually check out this little area right here where they got a whole bunch of, like, impact zones. It looks like something came from outer space right there and hit the ground. That's what they need to add next. We have dinosaurs. We need aliens. That's the next thing up on the list. I don't know if I could jump off that cliff right there. That seems to be a little bit sketchy. So we may find ourselves going around for a minute. Yeah, I think that might be the smartest idea. We got another jump right here. Let's see if they can make it. It's a bit of a risk to go after, but if they can pull it off, I will be pleased. I don't know what it is about water that gets our poor little... So is that all of them? Okay, so we got the 3 that we have remaining here. I'll make new ones and rename them if I have to, but for right now, it looks like we've hit some kind of swamp biome, which I don't think I've ever seen before. This is all new to me. Probably stay out of some of the deeper water because I did see some megafauna down in there. Some mega piranha to be more specific. And I think our impact zone was over in this direction, so we'll give that a go. Should find a place to cool down. Well, I'm inside water. That seems like a really, really good place to cool down. Although I will point out that when I was actually had to do a survey in a swamp one time, and I've told this story about 1,000,000 times, but the nastiest thing about it was that the water in the swamp was actually warm while you were going through it, so you couldn't cool down. Like, it's not like you were walking in knee-deep water that was cold and cool and refreshing. You were walking through water that was steaming and hot, and it kind of like reflected the sun up into your face, and it was just like, ugh. Swamps are the worst. That's what they don't tell you about swamps. They are unpleasant in the middle of the summer. They are deeply unpleasant. We cut through right here. I don't know if that's another cliff right there, but I may have to do some light mining in order to get us through here. Let me take this, and I'll see how many of these I can break. I don't know what's causing us to lag like that, but apparently there's something crazy going on nearby. And if we can whittle our way through here, it's kind of a waste of our pick. We have some really serious stone piles over here that are going to be very much in our way. Let's get Big Boss following us. And maybe this little spot right here, this little tiny path. If I can break some of these rocks, we might be able to make it up to the top. Scorpion's making a go of it. Can I break this? Good. Have a rock on moment and get that out of the way until everybody can get up on the shore to stay away from the mega piranhas and things. Let's go have a look at this big blue thing over here. Love that moon effect right there. Really actually quite fantastic and exquisite to look at. And I think that if I go down and over here... Is there anything off and left down there? There's like a little chasm. Like a ravine of some sort. And then maybe we'll be able to make our way up right there. Let's try that. Let's go after that. I know we haven't tamed anything in a little while, but we got the Stegosaurus a little bit ago, and so I wanted to do an exploration episode where we look for these caves. I'll probably, after I get done with this recording session, that's the only reason why I'm keeping this all on camera, is because it's scheduled right now. And so anyways, once I get this all done, if we don't end up finding anything, what I'll do is off camera, I'll try and find a cave so we can go into it in the next episode when I resume and do my next recording session. So, Dilophosaurs over here, nothing to worry about. We should be all right there. Let me get a torch back out. Let's not take them too close to the edge because they have this weird tendency to launch themselves into big holes. So instead, I'm going to have them sit right here. We'll put them on stay mode. Like, what are those right there? I'm so curious as to what those big pylons are. No idea. Weird stuff, though, and it looks like the access point is maybe over there somewhere. We've got a mountain on that side. Still haven't found any metal either. That's the extra thing that I would point out here, is that none of our missions have been completed. One of the things that I wanted to do anyways. I would attack him, but I'm a little bit concerned that he's going to run my guys off a cliff or something like that, and then I'm going to have to spend the next hour and a half trying to dig him out of a chasm. So instead of leaving our dinosaurs in a weird situation, I'm just going to go off in this direction. Always be careful about the direction you go off in. You can end up in some very, very weird spaces in life if you go off in the wrong direction. The green one is way the hell over there. I'm starting to wonder if we've turned inland a little bit more. And I have a tool that can help with that. I'd say we should probably... I'd like to go over there. Let's keep a lookout for a way up. And instead I'm going to spike in this direction. Because I said I was going to go east, and then I haven't stuck to that very well, have I? Haven't stuck to that very well at all, and I can't see where anything right now what I'm doing. Let me zoom out for a second. Alright, so we got a parasaur right there. Up the hill we go. Hopefully they've got the treads to handle that. Come on, gents. I believe in you. I like how they sort of bounce when they're in the water. It's very happy, like, ga-doom, 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 fjording the river, ga-doom, ga-doom. That's what it looks like to me anyways. Alright, so they all made it. Continue off in this direction, and then we're going to swerve around. I don't know if there's any metal or resources or anything that I want over here, but there might be, and that's good enough for me. Been traveling for going on a day or two now. Now, every time I go through a forest, I end up losing one of my dinos, so I am aware of the risks in going in here. I'm going to try and count, like, internally, I guess, in my head, And every time the count gets to a certain number, I'm going to flip around and see what I can see. Just make sure that all my friends are still with me. Missing a raptor. That's disappointing. It's easy to train another one. Like, I'm not that concerned about it. It's just that I get a sentimental attachment to a lot of them after a while. That's just how I am with my pets. I'm very sentimental about the creatures that I hang out with. I think most people are. We're actually still going that way. We're going to have to cross the river and go back down if we wanted to find out what's off to the east. You know what? Let's cancel that out. I'm just going to go and we'll go after this big mountain over here. And if we find something, we find something. If we don't find anything, more is the pity, but I'll walk back off camera if I have to. We got, I think that's a brontosaurus right there. It's hard to see anymore with the lighting the way that it is. Fairly pitch black. We could walk right into the jaws of a predator if we're not careful. I assume that that's a raptor that I killed. Sounds like they killed something else too, but I wasn't really paying attention. You find eye shot of that mountain again. Actually, I think that's our guy right there. That looks like it's probably one of the biggest mountains on the map. That's a big-ass mountain. There's a definite bam. We still have everybody? We still have everybody. Okay. Then I still feel happy. Got a Spinosaurus right there and something dipping down into the water. I think this would probably be the point. Keep an eye on the Spinosaurus. What mountain is that right there? See, that's the problem, is that... Where's the sun coming up at? I can't tell. Without being able to tell where the sun came up at, unfortunately that leaves us a little bit wanting with regards to our orienteering. However... Oh, I just got stung by something. What did I get stung by? Pulmonoscorpius? Okay, that's fine. Let's go after, I guess, this one over here. Seems okay. We got a Carnotaur right there. Not quite the threat that it used to be, so we'll lay him out the second we get across the beach because he's probably going to aggro either way. Yep, and in he comes, head down, arms back. That's the best way to fight, anime style. You run forward with your head down and your arms back, and then you take him out. He should be done very, very quickly. I don't think he's going to have any loot or anything interesting for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Ark Survival Evolved. We're really taking a good look at the opposite side of the map. I don't know what's going to be here for us, but I'm hoping we find something. In the next episode, I'm going to hope that I have a cave for you. Take care, everybody, and as always, I do.